Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing another top 5. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? No, okay. If anyone's wondering what lipstick I'm wearing, it is the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Pink Lust. Just so you know. As you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be about brushes. These are going to be my top 5 brushes. Now I thought, okay, it's not fair if I do like top 5 brushes and it's like 2 face brushes and 3 eye brushes. So I thought I would do top 5 face brushes and top 5 eye brushes in one video. So let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna start off with face brushes. So I just wanna add in a little bit of a bonus one first because you guys know that my beauty blender is everything. Moisturizer, foundation, concealer, powder. This is where it's at. This is the only thing that I use, but I know this is a video about brushes, so I'm gonna be mentioning brushes obviously. My go-to foundation brushes, I have to show 2, so another bonus one, I apologize. But my go-to foundation brushes aren't the traditional paddle brush, like the flat ones that you just paint on your foundation. They are fucking disgusting because all they do is create streaks on your face and that's not cute. So my favorite ones are the kabuki style brushes, which means that these aren't as long in comparison to a usual like duo fiber brush that you use for foundation. So as you can see, these are very flat and dense, which is great for getting a very full coverage and making your makeup last all day. So this is the Furless Pro 4F brush. And as you can see, it's just a flat top kabuki brush. This one is vegan and cruelty free because this is synthetic, and so is this Morphe one. Who's calling me? Ah, yes. Yes. This one is the Morphe M439, and these 2 brushes are my absolute favorite for blending out foundations, especially stick foundations. Lately, I haven't been using my Beauty Blender for stick foundations like my Kryolan paint stick, or if you have the Hourglass Vanish stick or the Makeup Forever HD stick. These brushes are so bomb for blending out those foundations because they do a really good job at really buffing it into the skin. So this one here is Morphe. This one's a little bit more inexpensive, I think. And like I said, this is the M439. Super soft brushes, like... Okay, so moving on to powder brushes. So this first one, which you guys see me use in every fucking tutorial, is the MAC 129 powder blush brush. So as you can tell, this is really good for your blush or for your powder. I use it for powder all over my face. I even use it sometimes to clean up my contour a little bit if it's looking a little bit choppy. And this is honestly my go-to multitask brush because it does everything. I use it to blend out my highlight on my nose. I use it to set my eye bases before I put on any eyeshadow. And this guy is just an absolute lifesaver. Now this is very expensive. This is like $75. So I'm going to show you guys another brush that does pretty much the exact same thing. So this one here, this moves on to number 3. This is the Morphe M527 brush. And as you can see, it is a lot larger than the MAC one. If you bake underneath your cheekbone, I find that this is the best brush to buff away that powder because it just gets rid of it so easily, so quickly. And I mean, of course you can use this to bronze and contour and work whatever product you want into your face. This is a little bit too big to put under the eyes though, whereas with this one here, you can fit underneath the eye quite easily. So it just depends on what you like and what you need for. Okay, so for number 4, this is the MAC 168 brush. This is my holy grail, hands down, go-to contour brush. Like nothing beats this, nothing compares, nothing comes close. This once again is quite an expensive brush. I think it's about $65. It is honestly worth every penny. I've had this for about 2 years now and it is as good as new, as white as anything. I just use it for my cheeks now, which is why it's a little bit dirty. But honestly, you guys, there is minimal shedding on this, and actually I have to say with the MAC one, the powder brush, this does shed quite a lot. But anyway, if you guys are looking for a really good contour brush, this one is amazing. I find that when I use other contour brushes, they make my cheekbones look uneven, and I already have a really uneven face as it is. Like this side is a lot more rounded out, whereas this side's a lot more like, you know. So I find that when I go to contour this side here, it contours that area just as easily as it does this area, and it looks perfect. It just blends product out amazingly. I use this on my clients as well, so it's brilliant. Okay, so I've actually got 2 more for face brushes. I'm sorry, I just need to add in these extras. So this next one here is a fake NARS eater brush. This one here is really good if you guys have a smaller face and you just want to do a little bit of definition like in the cheekbone or along the nose. I used to use this for my nose contour all the fucking time because as you can see, it's really flat. It's really nice. It's not too dense, so it's really nice and fluffy, which means it's going to blend it out really well. And it's like $3 from eBay, which is like the best. So if I can find this, I'll leave it down below for you guys so you guys can check it out. Okay, and then of course I had to add in a brush for highlighting. So my final bonus face brush is the MAC 224 brush. Now this is actually an eyeshadow blending brush, but I use this for my highlighter because I find that it just applies it perfectly. It goes on so evenly, it doesn't look patchy, it doesn't look unblended. Honestly, you guys, I just get like the very tip of this, dip it right into my highlighter, and then just go over the top, and the rest of the bristles around the very tip are going to blend it out as you're going along and applying it. So it gets your highlight on in like 3.5 seconds. It's perfect with the Cupid's bow, which I think I need more. There we go. Before I dip it into my highlighter, I usually dip it into like my pressed powder, like my powder foundation. And I use it just to touch up underneath the eye, because sometimes even after I conceal under my eyes and powder, there can still be a little bit of darkness. So I'll just go in with like a really light powder and just kind of tap it along this hollow here. And it just completely like smoothens everything out, and it just... amazing. Okay, so onto eye brushes now. Now, I really had to kind of narrow it down to, if I was in a desert island situation and could only take 5 eye brushes, what would I take? First one here is the MAC 239 brush. I apologize that a lot of these brushes are MAC brushes. They're just my favorite to use, but I'm sure Morphe and Furless and, you know, heaps of other brands have alternatives as well that you guys can check out. So anyway, this is the MAC 239 brush, and as you can see, it's just a short shader brush. It's really, really good for packing on a lid shade because it's just so dense and it packs it on beautifully and it doesn't go patchy. The next one is a, this is MAC as well, Jesus. The next one is a Zoeva 230 Luxe pencil brush, and pencil brushes and bullet brushes come in so handy, especially for your brow bone highlight, your inner corner highlight, and for smudging color underneath your lower lash line, and even for packing on colors right on this outer third here. So this one here is natural hair. This is not synthetic, and it picks up product beautifully and it blends it out so beautifully. So if you guys need an affordable pencil brush, then this one is absolutely amazing. The next one, of course, you guys saw this coming, is the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush. So as you can tell, it's tapered. It tapers off at the top, and then there are shorter bristles all around it. So this one here is my go-to for crease colors because it blends out so well. Oh my god. Literally all I do is I just get the tip and I just kind of dip it into my product, and then I just go back and forth, and these shorter bristles all around blend out the product as I apply, as I put it on. So it's very, very similar to the MAC 228 brush. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, go for the Zoeva one. It's seriously such a bomb ass brush, you guys. I can't live without it. I can do a whole smoky eye just using one brush, and that's this brush. Okay, so my next one is, this is Zoeva as well. Okay, this is the Zoeva 317. This is the winged liner brush. Now, I love using this for filling in my brows, for cleaning up underneath my brows, for doing my liner, for smudging color underneath my lower lash line. You can really, really use angled brushes for so much, you guys, and I have like 6 of these because I need them for so many things. I literally designate one for black eyeshadow to go over this. I have another one for my brows to fill in. I have another one for my lipstick, and then I have another one to clean up my lipstick. It's really excessive, I know, and no one needs this many brushes, but I'm just way too lazy to actually clean it off every fucking time that I need to do something new with it. So it really, really does help having a few of these on hand. You can always find a use for these. And yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about angled brushes. They are bomb as fuck. So my final brush is a eyeliner brush. This is actually not a makeup brush. This is a art brush. I got this from the $2 store for like $1.85 or whatever the fuck it was. So this is by the company Marte. I'll leave it here so you guys can search it up. And this is basically a tack-on brush. So if you guys are familiar with Real Techniques, then you guys will know that their bristles are tack-on as well. So they're made out of the same bristles, and this is like literally the perfect eyeliner brush because you get a grip. Like this fits perfectly, and you can just go like that, and you just get a really fierce liner real quick. So this one here is the MCG0126 brush. I don't know if that has anything to do, oh no, I think it's 2/0. I don't fucking know. Anyway, it looks like this. It is a really fine liner brush, and it's great for popping on some liquid liner. You can even use it to outline your brows. I've done that a couple times with it. So guys, that concludes today's top 5 video. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a lot of requests to do this video, so I hope you guys like it. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see from me. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.